We have gathered some of the greatest TikToks for both your and my entertainment. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with many YouTube channels, guys. Let's watch some MMA TikToks together. Starting off with what seems to be actually a little bit of an old clip. I don't remember when this came out, but I remember seeing it a little while ago. Alex Pereira knocked out his son while pillow fighting. Imagine being so powerful that you end up knocking out your son pillow fighting. I don't remember how it ends. Does he like land a, I don't know. I don't know what's in those, but to knock out your son doing this is a little crazy if you ask me. Oh, all right, Pereira. All right, Pereira. Dude, this kid's gonna be an animal. Oh, wait, did he actually get KO'd? Yeah, I mean, like, it depends. Like, I don't know. Like, it depends on the way he fell. I don't know. I remember seeing this. Oh, yeah, maybe he did with the way he fell. Maybe he just got rocked. I don't know. I'm looking over at the comments right now. My dad used to do this with a beer bottle in his fist every night. Oh, of course. Of course. Why are we scrolling down, right? My dad used to do this with a beer bottle in his fist every night, even mom got home. Oof, that's a little rough. I'm sorry, Fuji, but let's continue on with the UFC TikToks for today, guys.
It's quite tough to explain this to people, yeah. But if you've never done any boxing training in your life, or any fighting at all, there are plenty of 15-year-old lads who could probably put you in a hospital.
That's so true. And I mean, like, assuming that the 15-year-old has gone through a little bit of puberty and he's, like, turning into a well-adjusted, capable man.
Plenty of 15-year-old lads who would absolutely decimate you.
Yep.
Lads who haven't even hit puberty yet. Who will beat you
up. Okay. We're we're getting a little far with that one. But as long as they hit puberty and they are trained in martial arts, absolutely they would.
Make you look silly. Silly, mate. He will gift wrap your ass and hand it to you, mate. Then go home and do some homework. I don't care if you're bigger. I don't care if you're stronger. I don't care if you're older. You could be a grown man.
You know, it just comes down to, honestly, there's so many people out here that just don't know. Like, the TikTok described it well, the harsh reality fighting. There's so many people that are so ignorant to exactly what fighting is and how technical it can be and how much there really is to learn in the sport.
Oh, 15-year-old lads who could absolutely smash you to pieces. People aren't going to like to hear it. But it's the honest truth. So just know that, yeah, when you're walking down the street, you could walk past someone in a school uniform who would beat you into next week.
It also comes down to just, like, you never know who you're messing with too, but you never look over a kid. You never look over any seemingly young, capable, healthy man, right? And there's always comments like this, right? There's always comments. Only in a boxing ring, never in a real, I assumed he meant to just say real life. Let's see some replies to this. Not even, okay, only on paper boxing game, no emotions involved. Okay, I thought we were going to get into something else over here. Grow up, you little sausage. Really, people? Yeah, this didn't exactly hit the right side of TikTok, but he's absolutely right in saying that. He's absolutely right. A well-trained, young, healthy man is just as capable as many people out there. Let's continue on.
Here's how to roll with a female in jiu-jitsu. This might be controversial, but it's just the truth. Men are far more powerful.
Okay, I didn't know if this was going to be a joke or not, but it looks like it's actually going to be somewhat educational over here.
Stronger than women. I must take that into consideration when I'm rolling with a female and still get something out of it. And I also want her to get something out of it. So when I roll
it's always nice too, because you have to have the partner that understands that on both sides, because I've personally trained, if you're new to this channel over here, I fought for most of my life. I have been absent from fighting the past few years, but you have to have both partners know this. Know that the man is stronger than the woman. Know that the man will likely be able to just smush a woman. I've had training partners over the years that have understood that and have not understood that. And then it just creates for a little bit, I hate to use this word because it's so overused in culture today, but a toxic experience.
With a female, I definitely do not roll 100% intensity. It's not that I won't submit them. For sure I will. But it's going to be in transition. It's going to be super technical.
Yeah, and it's perfect. It's kind of... This is going to sound so horrible, but you just have to know what I'm talking about, okay? You have to kind of treat it like you're rolling with kids, but a little bit more.
Going to allow them to get dominant position, work my escapes, work my late stage escapes, and I'm basically going to try to play as many positions as possible, as relaxed as possible. Don't get me wrong, there are some females out there that I got to be a little bit more intense with, but generally speaking, I try to be super relaxed, calm.
And it's a really good opportunity to just work on your technique, man. And sorry, I just looked over at the comment. The top one, what happens if you actually get a boner? Like you're not, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like I'm going to be completely straight with you here. When I first started jiu-jitsu when I was a teenager, I worried about that. But surprisingly, when you're there for the right reasons, when you're there to actually work on your technique, shockingly, it doesn't happen. And that surprised me. So it really, you have to just want to be there for the right reasons.
Mostly counter, so I'm not going to be too aggressive. This is how you are supposed to roll with a woman. If you know somebody who's terrible at rolling with women, tag them in the comments.
Oh, yeah, there's always those guys too, man. And I actually really like that video, and I think it's an opinion that needs to be spread. But then again, YouTube, that's actually disgusting. She could probably do exactly whatever she wanted with that man. I think that is a horrible example to set, okay? I'm very grateful to be on this platform, YouTube. There's all the comments, right? One battle is harder than the other. I thought the entire point of jiu-jitsu is that if you're better, it doesn't matter about their size. Yes, but to some extent. Like, she doesn't have the testosterone, she doesn't have the size, she doesn't have the bone density, anything like that. It's different when it comes to men and women, man. And I've always had a real huge issue. I liked rolling with women in jiu-jitsu, but I never actually ended up feeling, I've never over the years been comfortable with actually punching one. Like, every single time they spar, and I've had girls get mad at me because, like, they could tell that I'm going, like, light, but I'm like, man, like, I can feel you being more breakable than me, you know? So it's always pretty difficult, and I really appreciate this video. All right.
Kids into jiu-jitsu. It will change your kids' lives and give them a level of confidence. Soccer. Here's my thing with traditional sports. Soccer, basketball, it's fun. You learn some team stuff. You do it to a certain point. You put them in jiu-jitsu, they'll have that for the rest of their life.
I mean, I know you can come back and say that you will have the other skills in sports for the rest of your life as well, the bonding experience, becoming a man, all that. But jiu-jitsu is just objectively better. It's better for you. You learn the self-confidence. And I always talk about, and I'm sure that a lot of people watching this video probably are experienced in martial arts themselves. You get a new confidence in a certain way that you walk through life where you understand the world. You have an outlet for your temperament. Like, you just become a better person, more confident in yourself, and you understand the harsh reality of fighting, and you understand how dangerous it is too. It makes you into a more well-adjusted person in society, man. And for kids, this fixed me, martial arts. I had major anger issues as a teenager, and it completely fixed me. I had an outlet. I became confident, and I've had those skills for the rest of my life. I am a very confident man in my household now. If anybody were to break in, of course, I know you can, if you're going to be that guy and comment down below, well, what if he has a gun? My point being, I am confident in myself to actually be a man and do what's necessary, and I will absolutely be doing this to a son if I ever have a son.
Forever.
Yeah.
Till the day they die, they'll have that jiu-jitsu in their back pocket. Put your
Yep,
kids
and
into
it's one of the best sports that you could possibly do just to get in shape in general. Judo and wrestling is better to start when young. I mean, I think it's all pretty equal, to be honest with you. Taekwondo is good. Like honestly, any martial art, some of them are better than others. Better with judo, far superior. I wouldn't argue judo as well, man. Like, I wouldn't argue with that as well. As long as they are in a martial art, and I like a grappling-based martial art, I should say that, because getting head trauma as a kid's never that good.
Hey,
Tom Aspinall. Oh, yeah. I remember this. Dude, I remember seeing this for the first time, and I got turned off from Tom Aspinall, no pun intended, after that whole clip with Nina drama, and then it turned out, I guess, like, it was just a really bad joke that he wanted to make, so I didn't like Tom Aspinall after that, but and my point being, like, now I've come around, now I like Tom Aspinall. I didn't know that he was messing around, or I'm taking him at his word, because from everything what we've seen from Tom Aspinall, he seems to be a pretty good guy. I remember seeing this back in the day. And back in the day where I was a fan of Tom Aspinall coming on the scene, my mom and I saw this and we were like, oh my God, that's awesome. Like my mom, like, didn't quite choke up, but you could tell she was kind of getting there.
Did I really? Oh.
He's a humble guy, man. I love it. And he knows, like, what that could do for his family, you know? And this is just when he was bursting onto the scene, right? This is when he wasn't champion. He needed this money. It's so nice. And he's so grateful for the UFC. That's why I was really disappointed, and that's why I mentioned, like, that I had a little bit of a tune change on Tom Aspinall after that came out, because I thought it was ridiculous what he did to Nina drama. Very cool, man. Very cool. Yeah, you can just tell. It's nice. And I like that, the realization, too. Like, he's just taking pictures right now.
Got performance of the night.
Yeah. I love it, man. I love it. And of course, the comments always have to be, Dana doesn't pay these guys enough. He's a very, like, these fighters need to be grateful. I'm not saying Tom does. All right. Tom, what would it take? Aspinall. He's a good guy. The more I learn about him, the more that I like him. Come on, Dana, stop starving these guys' families. It's crazy, man. Just we can't have a happy moment, eh? We just can't. Oh boy, wait, we can't watch highlights. This better change quickly. Oh. What the hell? I love AI so much, dude. Come from a land down under. Dude, what are they doing to Volk over here? He looks very, very AI'd, let me tell you that. Oh my god. Oh my god. AI is scary, bro. I just saw a clip of Volk getting knocked out by Ilya. Yeah, that didn't happen. That didn't exist. It's very strange that there's this weird thing going around where people are talking about Alexander Volkanovski losing his title, losing twice in a row, getting knocked out by Ilya Topuria finishing Max Holloway. A lot of stuff that, honestly, never really happened in MMA, and I don't know where these fans possibly got it, guys. If you want to watch more TikToks, then why don't you check out this video where we took a look at TikToks before. We have quite a few of them on the channel. I would love to have you over there. Thank you so much for being here, everybody, and spending your time. Your time is very valuable. Thank you again. Take care, everybody.